Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video we're going to be comparing and shooting the 17 Hornet right alongside the 22 Hornet at distances of 100, 200, and 300 yards. We will not be using VMAX ammo in today's video though. Why is that, you ask? Am I opposed to VMAX ammo? Not at all. The reality of the situation is that VMAX ammo works great most of the time. But on the rare occasion when I've hit a coyote and had him go running off, or maybe watched it happen to someone else, heard about it happening to a different person here or there, I've always asked the question, what kind of ammunition was being used on that occasion? And the answer that I seem to get back the most, almost every time, is this. I was using something VMAX. Now, does that mean that the VMAX ammo failed or didn't work the way the manufacturer intended? Probably not. It probably worked exactly how the manufacturer intended. The challenge with VMAX ammo is this. When that bullet hits, it tends to splinter into so many small pieces, and it doesn't always stick together long enough to punch deeper into the vitals. And when that happens, you could get some runners. So today we're going to focus on some ammunition that we're pretty sure will stick together a little longer and punch a little bit deeper. For the 22 Hornet, we'll be using the 45 grain jacketed soft point, and on the 17 Hornet, we'll be using the 25 grain hollow point. We'll take a quick look at the numbers and then go out into the field and see how those numbers work out in real life when we take them off the paper and start to do some shooting with them. If you like today's video, please remember to click the like button, do subscribe, and turn on the notifications icon if you haven't already done so. And as always, we're looking forward to your comments. Thank you again. Now the thing to remember as we take a look at these numbers is that the 22 Hornet does have a heavier bullet. We're comparing a 45 grain bullet to a 25 grain bullet. So the 22 Hornet is actually an 80% heavier bullet. Sometimes bigger, heavier bullets can overcome some of the numbers that we're about to look at, and then sometimes that just reaches a point where they can no longer overcome the numbers anymore. So when we take a look at it here, the 17 Hornet will start off at 3376 feet per second, yielding 632 foot-pounds of energy. You compare that to the 22 Hornet, 2557 feet per second, 653 foot-pounds of energy, but that's right at the muzzle. When we shoot this at 100 yards today, the 17 Hornet will arrive with 451 foot-pounds of energy compared to only 372 on the 22 Hornet. Take a look at the speed difference. You've got 2851 feet per second on that Hornet round, the 17 Hornet that is, compared to only 1930 feet per second at 100 yards for the 22 Hornet. So that means that the 17 Hornet is 921 feet per second faster at the 100-yard mark. That's actually 48% more speed, 21% more foot-pounds. Out there at 200 yards, the 22 Hornet will arrive with 201 foot-pounds of energy compared to the 17 Hornet, 315 foot-pounds of energy. Take a look at the speed difference. That 17 Hornet is going to be 965 feet per second faster out there at that 200-yard mark. That's going to be 68% more speed, 57% more energy at that point. And then lastly, when these bullets come in there at 300 yards today, the 22 Hornet 45 grain soft point will arrive with 117 foot-pounds of energy compared to 214 foot-pounds of energy on the 17 Hornet. Take a look at the speed difference. The 17 Hornet, 1962 feet per second compared to 1083 feet per second from the 22 Hornet. So that's 879 feet per second greater at 300 yards for the 17 Hornet. That's 81% more speed, 83% more energy. We'll be shooting these water jugs from a distance of 100 yards with a 22 Hornet 45 grain soft point by PPU. These are the water jugs that were just now hit from a distance of 100 yards with a 22 Hornet 45 grain soft point. The very first water jug looks like it was hit pretty close to dead center right there as the entry hole obviously did a massive exit hole in the back. It did go into the second water jug right there. Some pretty good damage on both sides of the second water jug. It also went into the third water jug. Did not exit the third water jug, I don't think. So we should be able to see the slug in there somewhere. Oh yeah, it's definitely in there. We'll be shooting these water jugs from a distance of 100 yards with a 17 Hornet 25 grain hollow point. Okay, so these are the water jugs that just now got hit at 100 yards with a 17 Hornet 25 grain hollow point. The first water jug in line, trying to reconstruct this, I'm guessing it got hit pretty much dead center. And then on the back side, it would appear that that's probably the exit hole. It's my best guess. Entry hole into water jug number 2 right there. It appears that water jug number 2 does not have an exit, and that is the truth. No damage into water jug number 3. And do we have any bullet fragments in there? Yeah, we do have some bullet fragment in there. We'll see if we can pour that out in a moment. All right, here is the 22 Hornet 45 grain soft point that has just now been poured out of water jug number 3. It looks like that's pretty close to 100% weight retention there. Okay, so this is what is left of the 25 grain hollow point 17 Winchester Super Mag. You flip that over, that's the back side of it. Probably maybe 50% bullet retention if I had to guess. We'll be shooting this water jug at a distance of 200 yards with a 22 Hornet 45 grain soft point. Camera about 10 to 12 yards away from the water jug. Okay, so this is the water jug that was just now hit at 200 yards with a 22 Hornet 45 grain soft point. Looks like I got hit more than once. Looks like I grazed it right up top on one occasion, and then a little bit later hit it a little more solid, doing some good sized damage on the back. We'll be shooting at this water jug from a distance of 200 yards with a 17 Hornet 25 grain hollow point, although the camera itself is only about 10 to 15 yards away from the water jug. All right, this is what is left of the water jug that was just now hit at 200 yards with a 25 grain 17 Hornet. I'm guessing I hit it probably close to dead center. Let's see what we have here. Not much left to it. Who knows where I hit that? Probably close to dead center, I guess. Wow. There it is. We'll be shooting at the water jug on the right, distance 300 yards, with a 22 Hornet, 45 grain soft point. We'll be shooting at this water jug at a distance of 300 yards with a 17 Hornet, 25 grain hollow point. Alright, these are the two water jugs that were just hit at 300 yards, one with the 22 Hornet, one with the 17 Hornet. It looks pretty clear that the water jug that's completely mangled was hit with the 17 Hornet. We'll take a look at the 22 Hornet first. Still has some water in it. Looks like we hit him just a little bit to the low off to the side. And there's your exit hole. Not much of an exit hole. Looks like it mainly just kind of punched a pretty clean hole right through there. The 17 Hornet, on the other hand, really no comparison. I mean, night and day difference. Not sure where I hit this thing. Obviously hit it somewhere though.